Today we're going to unbox, test, and review the Sony ECM-W1M wireless microphone. This microphone uses Bluetooth technology to establish a wireless connection with your camera. This gear is small and lightweight and potentially great for travel. It attaches via the proprietary Sony multi-interface shoe. So it's not only incompatible with other brands of camera, it's not compatible with all Sony cameras either. So you need to make sure that your camera is equipped with a multi-interface shoe. Here's a close-up look at the receiver portion of the microphone. This is what attaches to your multi-interface shoe on your camera. It's very small, very lightweight. And it's got a power switch with 3 audio settings. And here's the transmitter, which clips to your lapel. It has a power switch and a volume setting. More on that later. Digging deeper into the clamshell package, we'll find that Sony has slaughtered quite a number of trees. So we get the same poorly written instruction manual in 20 different languages. The microphone has a 1-year limited warranty. And a few final knickknacks. And they give you a little velvet bag to store all your clutter. We're going to take a quick look at these items up close. Here's one earpiece holder, presumably for the camera operator, to which you can attach one of the earphones. Now, these earphones are kind of unique in that they only include one earbud. Again, they're really for monitoring audio. I guess Sony thinks you should only listen through one ear. I don't know. They also include this little Velcro belt loop bondage device. I'm not sure how you use this thing. And a wind sock. Anyone who's ever recorded audio outdoors knows the importance of this little accessory. I've heard these things called dead cats before. This one's more like a dead whale. Of course, it's custom cut to fit the microphone. It just slips right over. And hopefully it will greatly reduce wind noise when using the microphone outdoors. So here's a close-up look at the microphone. It's really kind of an unusual design. I think you can see where I'm going with the whale analogy, but it's got this built-in clip, which is actually pretty handy because usually you're going to be clipping this to an article of clothing or a lapel, and it's kind of nice that they build the clip right into the device. And by the way, although it looks bulky, it's actually incredibly lightweight. It's just a piece of plastic. Now here's the multi-interface shoe on our Sony RX100 Mark II. And we're going to take another close-up look of the receiver and see how easy it is to attach it to the multi-interface shoe. I guess one upside of these proprietary Sony attachment interfaces is the lack of cables. No messy cables. It's a very clean connection to the camera. The rear of the receiver looks like a legal document, so I'll probably be hitting the back of this thing with little black gaffer's tape. From the front, the appearance is reasonably sleek. Nevertheless, it does really spoil the pocketability of the RX100, so you'll be taking it off when you're not using it. Now here's one more close-up look at the transmitter, and you'll see that it's powered by one AAA size battery. We use Sanyo rechargeable any-loop batteries. If you don't have these batteries, they're fantastic. We highly recommend them. Now the microphone feels so lightweight and flimsy that I was a little afraid that I might break the door installing the battery for the first time. So be careful because it certainly feels fragile. But once it's got power, syncing the receiver and transmitter is a cinch. In fact, you really don't have to do anything except fire up both devices and wait for the blue light to turn solid blue. So with our microphone installed, let's go do some testing. We're going to listen to this mic in a variety of different situations and environments. The great thing about a microphone like this is it allows you to record audio in some unusual circumstances and environments. For example, from inside the cabin of a diesel pickup truck, even when the camera is located some 50 to 100 feet away, or according to Sony, 300 feet away. Now, the microphone is not the most discreet in the world, but I suppose with ample clothing you could find a way to kind of hide it or conceal it. Now I'm going to step outside the truck. Yes. Next, for comparison purposes, I'm going to turn off the Bluetooth device, and we're going to listen to some audio from the camera's internal microphone. Okay, here's how it sounds using the built-in microphone on the RX100 Mark II. And you can see this is why you want some form of external microphone. And here's how it sounds with the Bluetooth microphone. And at the moment, I haven't even really checked the volume levels. I think the volume is probably cranked up to max, which for some reason is 7. Spinal Tap would not approve. You know, one thing about Sony proprietary audio products, overall I've been very pleased with the quality. At times I might grumble about the price, but at other times the prices are relative bargains. So I like something like this because it's a simple clip-on, boom, boom, you're good to go, and gives you a lot of flexibility when it comes to recording because you don't have to be right in front of the camera. So I've been blabbing quite a lot in this little test. That's so you can hear my voice being transmitted through the Bluetooth, and you can decide whether it works for you. There's a good bit of handling noise with this microphone. It's very sensitive to clothes rustling. So I'm going to take it off here. Did you hear that? So here's the microphone closer to the source of my voice, and you can decide whether it works for you. How does it sound? You know, one of the principles of audio recording is wired is always better than wireless, and being close to the source of the audio is always better than being farther away. So even though this is wireless, the point is you can get really close to the source. So now we're standing next to the beautiful Gulf of Mexico, and we're testing a few different characteristics of this microphone in a pretty tough environment. First of all, we're testing range. We haven't measured our exact distance here, but we've got to be pretty close to 300 feet away from the camera. This is obviously a very windy environment. We're getting a great bit of noise from the waves crashing on the beach. So it's definitely a pretty challenging environment for the camera to get quality audio. Yeah, you can hear that the audio is beginning to drop out. So this must be pretty close to the range. Alright, so now we've seen how the microphone performs in an outdoor environment. Now let's go inside into a controlled studio setting. I think it really boils down to your uses. What is your application? If you are wanting to record an event, you know, maybe your kid is in a play, or you're videotaping a wedding, or some guy is giving a speech and you want a microphone up on the podium, then this is a great solution. If you're a narrative filmmaker and you want to create the next Citizen Kane, this probably isn't going to work for you for a variety of reasons. One, the bright blue LED light that's on top of it. Two, it's kind of bulky and would stick out on any kind of talent's clothing, so you're going to have to be very clever with concealing it. And three, a lot of these consumer Sony cameras have automatic gain control that really boosts the levels of the mic when there's silence in the room. So it creates an audible hiss in the background audio. And for me, it's not that big of a problem because I can apply a noise gate in the editing software that kind of cleans it up, but you may not want that, and you may not want to deal with that hassle. Now, if you happen to be interested in purchasing this microphone or just learning more about it, wherever you're watching the video, there will probably be some links on the page. Click those links and you'll be whisked away to another page with additional information and the opportunity to buy one that's all your own. Now, if you have gas or gear acquisition syndrome and you enjoy photo and video gear reviews, be sure to subscribe to our channel and you'll never miss a video.